So, made a self-portrait. It's a little bit of like a trippy experience making a self-portrait. Like, the whole process was kind of weird. I haven't ever painted a self-portrait. I've drawn a couple in the past, but you know, I like see a lot of my favorite artists on social media and they all kind of have their own self-portrait as their profile picture. So I'm like, I kind of want that. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna make a self-portrait. I have this picture of myself that I think I look really cute in, so I'm gonna paint this and then it's gonna be great. It's gonna be my self-portrait and I'll use it on my Instagram things. People will be like, oh, is that a picture? And then they'll be like, oh my God, it's art. And then they'll just think I'm so reputable. I don't know, but that was kind of like my motive. Like, I want this to be my profile picture for everything. I'm not like 100% happy with it, and I think that that's okay. Like, I think a lot of the times in, you know, creating new pieces of art, there's a lot of pressure for us to be like, every new thing that we do has to be better than the last, and we have to be progressively getting better, and I don't know, like pushing boundaries. So for me personally, I'm not very comfortable doing like environments and backgrounds. Definitely like never painted any like buildings or anything like that. So that was kind of like my challenge. I picked this picture and I was like, oh, it's got stuff in the background. Like, I'm gonna leave it. I'm not gonna take it out. I'm gonna leave it in the background. I'm gonna paint it so it's gonna be like one huge painting. I think I like burned myself out. Like, for me personally, when I get inspired to do something, to make a painting, I gotta like do it in like 2 sittings or like 3 sittings. It doesn't matter like how long I sit for. Like, I mean, I could have like each sitting be like 3, 4, 5 hours, and you know, then I'll be done and be like, yeah. But this painting, this took forever. It was like, I don't know, collectively maybe 6 hours, which is a lot for me on an acrylic painting. So, you know, because acrylic, it dries. Like, you blink and it's dry. It's awesome. That's why I love working with it. But this time around, it was just like, it's still taking forever. So I don't want to complain about my picture or make these points about my portrait to like make any other artist that is not quite like able to achieve this kind of level of realism. This level. Like, not dogging if you do. This just kind of goes to show you that like no matter what level you're at in your like artistic journey, you still are going to be hypercritical of your work, especially when it's a self-portrait, because you're already just hypercritical of your own reflection normally if you're like me. But it was definitely really cool learning experience. Yeah, I remember being a kid and going to like these art fairs and seeing other artists, other students that were really talented in my eyes and had like a level of realism that I was eventually like wanting for myself, and they would just be like not liking their end result. I'd be like, are you on correct? It looks amazing. But no, they're just hypocritical of their work. Like, even though they're at a more advanced stage, they're like, this is wrong with it. This is wrong with it. This is wrong with it. I just don't like it. I'm just a terrible artist. And I'm like, well, if you're a terrible artist, then I'm just gonna give up altogether. But no, it didn't happen. And now I can understand a little bit better, like, no matter how great you are. Anyways, I think I've made that point. I ended up omitting some things that I didn't originally plan on omitting, like I was wearing bracelets, like a lot. Like, I like every bracelet that I own. I just decided to wear them this day, I guess. And I omitted that. I'm like, I'm not gonna paint a million bracelets on my arm. Like, if I was more into it, I would've. It would've looked cool, it would've added something, but I felt like I had spent enough time on it and it was busy enough, and I'm like, I'm over it. I want to, in the future, like going forward, make more paintings that have backgrounds in them, because that's what I'm uncomfortable with. I'm uncomfortable with backgrounds. I always just paint a subject on like a solid color background or some kind of pattern in the background, or I don't know. And I think that's fine. Like, I like what I'm producing, but I want to like push myself to areas where I'm not as comfortable. So yeah, so this picture, the picture that I used for reference for this photo, we actually took My fiance took it of me while we were in Italy. And yeah, he was deployed to Italy, and you can actually visit your service member while they're at this particular, like in this deployment. So that's what we did. I like flew out there to go see him. We were not engaged at that point. It was actually like our 3-year anniversary. I was going to go visit him, so I went over. It was so fun. And we went to Rome, which is where this was taken. And in Rome, there's just flowers everywhere. Just on every like street corner and every window, there's like a basket full of flowers. I was walking around Rome like in my cute outfits that I just picked out painstakingly, and seeing all these flowers, it felt like I was in like a Meryl Streep movie. I don't know. It was just beautiful, and I wanted to capture that in my painting. So in the original photo, like I guess I found the one building that had no flowers or vines on it or anything, but I added them in there just because I just love that about Rome. Like if we were to go back, David's lucky that I was only there for a week, because I would have wanted to stop and buy flowers like every day. Like if I would have been there for a month, I would have been just friggin', I would have had a basket for no reason, full of flowers also for no reason, just walking around like being so cute, but I couldn't do that. I just had to admire them and take like a million pictures on my phone like a typical American tourist, like, oh my gosh, my iPhone taking pictures, paparazzi, of your beautiful flower stand. Yeah, so I just threw that in there in a couple different spots. I think I want to start a new series that kind of focuses on like foliage and stuff, like plants and flowers. I'm in this like plant phase right now. I hope it's not a phase. I hope I stay like this. I hope I love plants forever in the rest of my life, because they just bring me so much joy. I really want to do more paintings that kind of revolve around this theme of like people with plants or people around plants or around foliage. And great timing, because you know it's October now and it's gonna be winter soon and all the foliage is gonna be dead, so I'm not gonna have the inspiration of the outdoors for, you know, for fuel. But yeah, that's what I think I kind of want to experiment in that next. Hope this was fun to watch. Until next time, bye.